All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight for the Relive Opportunity Meeting. And you're in for a treat. We have some awesome guests that'll be on to share their story as to what these products have done for them and what this business has meant in their lives. My name is Dawn Tucci. I'm going to be your host. So we're just going to walk through Relive and the products and the opportunity and help you learn a little bit about us tonight. So thanks for joining us. We are a food science company, and we've been in business in St. Louis, Missouri for 33 years. So we're a legacy company. We take science very seriously. Our products are clinically proven. They have patents and based on science. And that's really what drew me to the company. I'm a registered dietitian, and I hadn't seen supplements work very well in the United States. So the fact that Relive was based on science and had 33 years, I guess for me, this was going back 15 years ago. So even 15 years of results was impressive. We are the only epigenetic nutrition company in the United States. And we're going to talk a little bit about epigenetics if you don't know what that is. So we're a company with strong values, run by a family with great integrity, and I love all those things. So what is the Relive difference? There's a lot of things out there. How's this different? Well, first, the synergism between the nutrients was patented right after World War II. So going back many years ago, that blend of nutrition was given a patent because it nourishes the human cell. The nutrition is bioavailable to the body and the cells. So that's very important, that not only that it's on the label and what's in the can, but the fact that it can get to the cells and do its job is just vital. We have a more optimal level of nutrition so that the body can go to work and heal. And we have that's hard to say. We guarantee the quality of our ingredients. We do testing in-house and out of house when the ingredients come in, and the products are tested all through the line. I worked in pharmaceuticals for a number of years, and this company runs very much like the science of a pharmaceutical company with a lot of testing. Biggest difference, as this says, is that the Relive products work, and you're going to get to hear about that tonight. We do our own R&D, our own manufacturing, and we're a debt-free company in St. Louis. So with the science, Dr. Alfredo Galvez is our chief scientific advisor, and we have 10 product patents, some based on what he's holding there. Lunarich, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But our products, as I said, have clinical studies done on many of them, and we are pioneers in nutritional epigenetics. And that's because of Dr. Alfredo Galvez from the University of California at Berkeley. He discovered a soy peptide called lunasin. Since that time, he's combined CBD with lunasin using nanotechnology. So we use cutting edge science in a very responsible science-based way. The basis of how we help people is really so simple for someone to use, and it's based on our core nutrition. And these products are responsible for the majority of the results that we see. And what they do is they bridge the gap between the foods that we're eating that don't have as much nutrition most of the time as they used to. There's that need that our body still has to get more nutrition. It's very hard to do that in a food supply that's lacking in nutrition. And that's where these products bridge the gap. The classic in the middle on the bottom was the one that was patented by Dr. Theodore Kalogris right after World War II. Our company started 10 years later because that product was making a difference in people's lives. So Sandy and Bob Montgomery started our company, and they wanted to add a sweetened formula to the line. They knew Americans like sweet. So the first thing that they did was they took the formula of Classic and they created a sister product called Now. Both are plant-based protein, vitamin and mineral, phytonutrient supplements, and both do the same job. One is sweet, one is plain. The Now has also evolved over the years with things like anti-inflammatories, antioxidants. The Lunarich, which affects the epigenome, is also in the Now. So they're slightly different today. The one on the far left in the light green is a whey-based protein, and the two on top are for kids and brain nutrition, chocolate and vanilla, and delicious. And we do help the body heal on the cellular and the epigenetic level with these clinically proven formulas. So we often will add a couple of the targeted solutions, that being Fiber Store for digestive health. That's really a situation today with people not having a healthy gut, And so Fiber Store gives insoluble and soluble fibers, some digestive enzymes, a prebiotic to help the good bacteria flourish. And so that becomes part of the well-rounded picture of cleaning and nourishing the system. Not only the gut, but the cardiovascular system gets cleaned using the Fiber Store. The bottom right corner is Energize. We'll sometimes use that just for hydration and also helps the immune system. The other products are very targeted in terms of their use. We only use them if we need them. So one for joint health, heart health, blood sugars. 24K says energy, but that's really made for the brain. We have one for anti-aging, muscular repair, Provantage, Soy Essentials for women's issues with a lot of herbs. One of the main ones I use is Soy Essentials with the menopause situation. It's really helped me tremendously. So I love that we keep it really simple. We only add these on an as needed basis. The Fit3 program has done so well to help people, mostly to lose weight, but also just to get into a better level of fitness. This came out about 4 years ago. The thing that I hear the most with Fit3 is not only that it works and people are able to keep the weight off because they lose fat, but people will say this is fun. So I've never heard people say that a diet is fun, but we do. I think we make it fun the way that we approach this, that we just give help with eating smart, but we include those fun foods that you like to eat. The exercises, there's a whole variety of exercises online, all kinds of different things. So you can really find the one that fits you. And a lot of times you'll see modifications if you need that. And we focus on building strength as well as the cardiovascular system. And when you build strength and you increase your muscle mass, you increase your metabolism. And that's a long-term effect to burn fat and keep your metabolism burning at a higher rate as long as you continue to build muscle. The products that you see here build muscle, help with boosting the metabolism, increasing the likelihood that you're going to burn fat, cleansing the liver. They really just support everything we're doing on the exercise and nutrition level to help people lose weight. It's just really has worked fantastically over the last 4 years. So the immune system is really key today with all that we're hearing. We know that we need to keep a strong immune system, and the core nutrition does a great job at building a strong immune system. But we have some other solutions for people that are especially new to our products. On the right, you see defense, and there are clinically studied nutrients in that product that help boost the immune system. So defense is a capsule that can be taken, by mouth. And then on the left, you see Luna Rich. So I talked a little bit about epigenetics and how we lead the United States. We're leaders in that field. And epigenetics is really just a science based on the fact that our DNA is actually controlled by the material that surrounds it, and that's called the epigenome. And your epigenome is affected by your lifestyle. And the Luna Rich also affects your epigenome. So essentially, you're able to turn your good genes on and turn your bad genes off. But Luna Rich also goes further to affect your immune system, your heart health, cholesterol management. There's a patent there as well. It helps with inflammation. So many benefits to using the Luna Rich capsules, but Luna Rich is also in a number of our products. 2 years ago, I believe, when hemp became legal in the United States, we partnered with a company in Texas that grows very high quality hemp plants. And these are organic plants. They're not genetically modified. And our products are made from that high quality hemp. And all these products go through multi-step testing. They all have a certificate of analysis. So exactly what is in each bottle is tested and given a certificate of analysis. And we're seeing these products that are tinctures primarily used for better sleep. Sometimes they affect pain. We've seen effects with anxiety, and they affect the endocannabinoid system in your body. So it's a very natural way to push your body into a better state of health. And you also see a balm there, and that's used many times for skin issues and especially for pain. So excited to say that only 3 weeks ago, Dr. Galvez was able to combine the Lunasin that I just talked about with the CBD that I just talked about and create a product through nanotechnology that is a very small particle that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier, which means some neurological effects. We get an immediate effect from this product. It's a tincture that goes under the tongue. We're also seeing better sleep, better sense of well-being. We're seeing some exercise improvement or recovery that's faster. So this is a cutting edge product that merges the lunasin with, its inflammation and anti-inflammatory properties and all the things it does with CBD. And really just the two together are powerful. Using nanotechnology is how that product is made. So I'd like to share this part of Relive. It's so exciting that we have a program called the Relive Cologos Foundation that feeds over 40,000 people throughout the world, including the United States. And this is very often children. So we've set up nutrition programs to feed these people in 9 countries. And our company runs these feeding stations. They take care of the cost of doing that. So that's just something that's not typically seen, that a company will go in and actually set up a structure and put staffing in to run this program for the people in these countries that need us. And this is a distributor supported program as well. We actually, as distributors, provide the food that goes into these people's mouths, and it really makes a difference. I'll show you that in just a second. But this program was designed in honor of Dr. Theodore Kalogris, and he was the creator of our original classic formula. And so we've created this program in Dr. Kalogris's honor to feed people that are starving around the world. So here's the difference. Here's Rodlin from Haiti. And it was only a very short period of time, 2 weeks, that there was a pretty big difference between the left and the middle picture. And then when you went 4 months later, you can see him just looking like a normal, healthy baby with healthy skin. And then on the far right, here's Rodlin today. So just using a little bit of our kids now in these kiddos' bodies really makes a difference in their lives, as you can see. So here's another little girl, Rosemary, that again, she went from weighing only 8 pounds at the age of 2 to weighing, to gaining 6 more pounds, almost doubling her weight in 19 days. That's just hard to believe that that can happen, but they're so starved that even a little bit of nutrition really sets them in the right direction to becoming healthier. So amazing difference in these kids. So these products make a difference. Obviously, these kids, you saw the change, but here in the United States is where we're coming from tonight, and in Europe, the products are in several countries throughout the world. But we're going to have some stories tonight of how these products have changed people's lives. And I'm just going to get us started by sharing my story. I started on the products skeptically. As a dietitian, as I said, I didn't see supplements working in the people that I was working with. But I went into menopause in my early 40s. I had 3 little kids at home. I was miserable. I had hot flashes about every 2 hours, anxiety attacks with those hot flashes. I started to experience depression, and my migraines tripled. I had about 10 to 12 migraine level headaches a month. And so I took a lot of over-the-counter meds just to dull that pain so I could get through my days, and always worried about my stomach and liver doing that. My knees were hurting. I'd been a long distance runner since I was in high school, and I was not able to run anymore. So that's when Relive crossed my path. I was receptive for those reasons, but I certainly did check it out in terms of the safety. Found out we marketed in countries like England and Germany, who are very serious about making sure that products are safe. And that was really one of my concerns as well. But it took about 4 months to start to see a change. The headaches started going away. By 6 months, the depression was gone. By a year, my hypoglycemia was gone, and I'd always suffered from that, and it's never been back. And it was around a year and a half that the hormonal issues were not a problem anymore. My sleep was amazing, great stamina. And a few months later, I added one of those targeted solutions, got my knees back in shape for running, and I've been a long distance runner for many years since that time with no pain. So you can imagine the effect on me as a dietitian. I was home raising kids. I was planning to go back to being a dietitian when the youngest went to school, but Rila was here, and I was seeing the changes in me, my kids with their allergies. I'd used it with a couple of friends. It totally changed them. And the medical people couldn't really help those 2 friends. So that was an eye opener for me in terms of what the body is able to do. We're not making claims. We're just saying that the body is a miracle. And when you put the right amount of nutrition in it, it can go to work. So this has become my income. I have been averaging between $1,500 and $2,000 on a monthly basis, but I've had months higher than that with bonuses from Relive. and recently was invited into the Global Ambassador Program, and I'm so proud to represent this company. So I want to invite my guests to share their stories tonight, and I want to thank all of them for taking their time to do that. And Miriam Wolfe, if you could just unmute and share your story.
Hi, thanks for having me. My name's Miriam Wolfe. I'm 32 years old. I live in Portland, Oregon. Relive has been a part of my life since I was a child. I was about 12 years old when Relive was introduced to my family, and I have seen how it has been a blessing in my family's life and several stages of life since then. I saw my siblings get off of their asthma inhalers, and allergies and asthma were a thing of the past. With me, I noticed distinct difference in energy the first 10 days, where as a teenager, I needed a nap every single afternoon to make it through the day. And I noticed 10 days into taking the Relive shakes that I didn't need a nap anymore. I always also had irregular monthly cycles where from my teens all the way into my early 20s, doctors shrugged their shoulders and said, this is normal. A lot of women deal with this. Here's a prescription for birth control. I walked out of those offices determined to get to the root of the problem instead of what I perceived as a band-aid. And Relive Nutrition was there with their targeted solutions. I saw my cycle come the next month and the month after that, instead of skipping 3 or 4 months at a time, I had a regular monthly cycle for the first time in my life. And fast forward to when we were ready to start a family, I was able to use Relive Nutrition as my only prenatal supplement with my doctor's full approval. I've had 2 beautiful, healthy pregnancies now, and my little boys are age 3 years old and 1, and they have been Relive babies from the womb, and they are the picture of health. They have rock solid immune systems and are able to just brush off and avoid a lot of the common childhood illnesses that a lot of their friends get plagued with all the time. So as seeing all how that's made a difference, I my career is a pediatric nurse. I love what I do. I love working in the ICU and making a difference in people's health, a tangible difference. But once children entered the picture, my heart was at home. I hated being gone 12 hours a day and working long shifts, weekends and holidays away from my family. I craved the time freedom to have complete control over my schedule. And I knew in my heart from a long time ago that Relive would be the answer when the time came. So a year ago when my youngest was born, I quit my job and stepped away from my nursing career to be home full time and turned to Relive as the answer to our supplemental income. And it has been such a blessing to our family to even bring in $200 or $300 a month with just 2 or 3 hours of work a week with Relive, investing that and filling it in the cracks of my life. But that's $200 or $300 we did not have in our budget before. But even in a month ago, I focused more and became more intentional about the time that I shared Relive with people, and I saw $2,500 come in with income that month. And just knowing that Relive will reward you for every little thing you do, it's amazing. So we're excited to see where Relive takes us. And I am 100% confident that I will be able to replace my full-time nursing income with the proper focus and work. And I know Relive will always be there for us.
Absolutely, Miriam. And you're still caring for people, just in a different way. And how wonderful to have this to raise your boys and start them off with such great nutrition. That's really, I love that. I love those stories of prevention, really. So thanks for taking time away from them to share for us tonight. We're going to go to Hubert Washington. Could you unmute and share your story?
I'm happy to, Don. Hello, everyone. My name is Hubert Washington. Right now, we live in Jacksonville, Florida. I was born and raised in California. Our journey with Relive started 24 years ago. I worked in telecommunications. I was diagnosed with a degenerative spinal condition as a result of an auto accident. I had numbness and tingling in my fingers. I had lost mobility in my neck, and I was just looking for answers. The doctors talked about surgery and steroids, but that was not something that I was really interested in. My wife is the one that brought Relive to us. I started the products, got great results. The numbness and tingling went away. I can't even tell you it hasn't come back in in 24 years. I can't even tell you when it stopped, but somewhere I woke up one day and the numbness and tingling was just gone. I was able to regain the mobility in my neck, get back to work, and it's been a quality life since. I shared the products with my oldest son who was dealing with asthma, and he was able to get off of all of his asthma medication after approximately 6 months on the products. He's 39 years old now and doesn't suffer with them. My mom started the products when she was 88 years old. You're never too old to start these products. She was on the products for 20 years before passing at the age of 108. She was off of all of her medication. She took care of herself up until the last week, and I was able to enjoy spending quality time with her. As a result of building this business, it wasn't what I was looking for initially, but we just saw ordinary people living extraordinary lives. We wanted that for ourselves also. I worked long hours too and had to choose between spending time with my family or working long hours to support them. And as we saw what others were doing, we thought we could too. And we put ourselves to the test, meaning we wanted to see if we could do what was necessary to build an income that would replace my six-figure income from telecommunications I worked in. We set a goal for myself at the age of 50 to do so by continuing to share these products, working really hard. And at the age of 49, a year early, I was able to retire from my corporate job because our income from Relive surpassed my full-time job. Our highest income has been over $12,000 in a calendar month. And this company has paid us in excess of $1 million over the 24 years that we've been associated with. That is extra income to our family. We were able to build this home in Jacksonville, Florida, and now we work on our time. We love what Relive has been able to do for us. We love the company, the products, and the business opportunity, and it's why we continue to share and we'll continue to do it. Thanks for inviting me, Don.
Wow. I mean, you have everything. Your mom lived to 108. You got to enjoy her life. You have your health, and now you guys have your financial dream life. And that is just so inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing that tonight.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go to one more guest that I have, and that's Sherry. Sherry, if you could share for us tonight, we'd appreciate it.
Sure. It's such a pleasure to be here with you tonight, everybody. Hi, I'm Sherry Ottenberger, and I live in St. Louis. This is where Relive's world headquarters is. And it's been a journey for me of a little over 12 years now. And I started learning about Relive. I saw the headquarters building. I knew they did research in nutrition science, but I had no idea how they were impacting people's lives. And when I started hearing about that, I was just truly in awe. And the story of Relive just totally captivated me. The research behind it, like you were all explaining, Dawn. And I was just excited that I could finally take a nutritional supplement that was put together by somebody that knew what they were doing and it was going to work in a balanced way. And I could stop piecing everything together, like you said you were even doing as a dietitian, Dawn. So I certainly didn't know what I was doing. So I was just excited to get started. I had no idea how it was going to change my life, the company, and for my health. But I was diagnosed with asthma as an adult, and the doctor said I would use inhalers the rest of my life. I just didn't want to accept that. I don't like taking medication. I was worried about the side effects, but I didn't know what else I could do because I couldn't breathe without that inhaler. Well, thanks to Relive, it took me a little bit of time. So that support that comes when you get started in Relive that provides education and understanding of the power of what we have, how the products work, and how to take the products for my needs was just a huge blessing for me. And in less than 6 months, I was off those inhalers. I haven't used them now in over 11 and a half years. And I am so grateful for that. I don't get the respiratory flus that I used to suffer with every single year. And just imagine now with this pandemic and talk of viruses, and one of the horrible things that it affects is your respiratory system. And I'm just so grateful now to have the confidence of knowing how strong, my systems are. I don't have to use those inhalers, and I'm not getting sick like I was. And so I don't know all the things I've avoided. I did have a bout with shingles a few years ago, and it was like a little blip on the radar screen. It came on so slowly, I think because my body and my systems, my immune system was so strong to fight it off. but I just felt a little fatigued. My journey through shingles was easy. I just increased my amount of products, and I didn't have any trouble with pain. And I know other people who have really suffered with that. And sometimes it can even be lingering. So I'm just so grateful that I didn't have to deal with that. And I'll tell you though, the greatest thing is when you can help people, other people, especially the ones you love and care about, like we're talking about our parents here. And my mother, who was healthy her whole life, got diagnosed with a macular hole in her retina when she was 73. And the doctor said there was no way her body could heal that. So it was a lot of hope that my mom got when she connected to other people that had experience with similar eye issues. And she said she was going to do everything that she was instructed to do so that when she went back, she had the best results when she saw the doctor. And a year later, you guys, when she went back, the doctor could not find a trace of this macular hole. And that is just never ceases to amaze me. You get those phone calls and you're just so grateful for the work that Relive is doing. And I was carving out some part-time hours around my corporate job as well, just to invite people to learn as I was learning. And my very first month in getting involved with Relive, I earned $1,000. And that just really blew my mind. I started seeing things differently. I always loved the concept of network marketing. It made so much sense to me. I just never found a company that really mattered. I didn't have any desire just to go out and sell something and earn a profit. But what I saw with Relive is that I had a gift to give. And I would lay there at night thinking about people that really needed to hear about this. And my high month has been $2,000. And that was when I shared with a complete stranger who had been out of work for over a year. And what a blessing to see him and his wife get amazing health results, introduce it to their friends and family, and earn $4,300 in their first month, which is why I earned $2,000 just being there to walk alongside of them. So to me, it's just a blessing all the way around. This has become just a way for me to dream a lot bigger for my future. And I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to help people in two of the most critical areas, that we're impacted in, like that's your health and your financial future. So I'm just really excited about what Relive is doing, and can't wait to continue to share and see how many lives I can change because of Relive.
Right. We do have such a gift, Sherry, and I love the way that you phrase that. Our work every day is so purposeful and the company rewards us. So what more could you ask for is what I say. So I want to thank you too, and thank everyone for sharing tonight and all the time that you contributed. So we are going to talk about the opportunity of Relive, and we're already at the top of the hour. So we're going to finish up pretty quickly here, but this is a solid business that's been around the St. Louis area for 33 years. And there are several ways to make money with Relive. You can see them listed here. So we're going to go through each of those briefly. First is the retail profit. So when you sell product to someone, you can make anywhere from $20 to $40, and you get to determine your profit level. And everybody's a potential customer. Miriam used, this is a prenatal. She has our young boys on it. Hubert's 108-year-old mom was on these products. So as you can see, nobody's excluded. Everybody's a potential customer with these products. The second form of income is the wholesale profit that you make when someone joins you as a distributor at a different level than you are. So if you're at 40% and someone joins you at 25%, your wholesale profit is going to be 15%. And you can see the different places to come into the business: 20, 25, 30, 35, up to 40% is the highest profit level. And the money that you see underneath is the amount that you have to order in product. And then the amount in green is the amount that this would cost you. So you can get $500 worth of product for $375, or $5,000 worth of product for $3,250. So it depends on you, where you are and what you want to do and what's going to work for you. If you know you're going to stay on these products, you have a family, it really makes sense to get basically a bulk order in your house and let everybody use it for the best price. There's free shipping on those two levels right now, and there's 100% buyback on this inventory should you change your mind in the first year. So the third level of income is really the most exciting and can become the largest form of income. But this is a teaching and training reward that you get for sharing Relive with other people. So in this example, these are called overrides. And if you are a master affiliate, you've chosen to come in at that highest profit level, and you sponsor someone on your first level, in this case, her name is Susan, and she also becomes a master affiliate, there's really no retail profit. There's no wholesale profit. She's at 40%, you're at 40%. So now the company pays you an 8% override on all the product that's used in Susan's group. And if Susan shares this with Jim, he also becomes a master affiliate. He's now on your second level. The percentage that you make is a little bit less, but Susan's working with everybody in Jim's group. You are too. You're working less because now you have help. When you get down to Wendy, there's now 2 other people helping. And so Relive pays you 4%. And you can see that this goes down 1% each time from there on till you get to Bill on your 5th level. You may not have much interaction with Bill, but because you started this ball rolling, Relive still rewards you. So this is called a residual income. Another very real form of income that I get every month is a cash bonus from this company. And they're often running trip promotions just to reward us they give us more for doing our jobs. I love that. I just want a trip to Maui, and with the pandemic, we're going to end up going to Florida, which I'm thrilled about. That's next month. And so they're always giving us incentives to do our jobs. And the Star Director bonus is even an additional income to the others that we've already mentioned. The 5th form of income is the ambassador program, where you're really paid to travel and train, and your paid bonuses and different perks are here in the ambassador program. So you're really paid to help others as you become an ambassador with the company. So 2 ways to get started. You can become a customer or you can become a distributor. We have a preferred customer and an auto ship customer. And then for the distributor, you saw that stair step with the different options, but the 2 most popular ones are what we call a quick start or a master affiliate. Quick start is that 25% where you purchase $500 worth of product and you pay $375 for it, so you can see the savings. And then the other the highest form of savings or profit is how you can look at this either way. Is that $5,000 order that you get for $3,250, both free shipping right now and 100% buyback on the unopened product. So as you can tell from what you heard, from what we've talked about tonight and the stories that you heard, we have what people need. They need their health, and they sometimes need help with finances. A lot of people today, with what's happening in the world, end up having a financial need, and people are looking for financial security. My husband has been laid off more times than I can count at this point. So that's become an important thing for us. And just that personal freedom that Hubert talked about, to really just live where you want and do what you want. I mean, that's really a dream that a lot of us have. So what we say is live better starting today with Relive. No matter what your choice, customer, distributor, or master affiliate, you're making a great choice. And I just want to let you know with our last slide here that there is a great training coming up this Saturday. It's going to be Diane Helmhold and Jim Osterhout, both seasoned ambassadors with our company. They're going to have a lot of knowledge to share. And that's at 10:30 Central, and logging in on the same as you did for this meeting tonight, just 10:30 this Saturday. So I want to thank everybody for coming on and sharing tonight, and thank you for joining me.